Hey everyone, it is Julie here with TipRanks. Today we have part 3 of our YouTube Q&A, where we'll be taking a closer look at several specific stocks that were all suggested by you viewers in our comments last week. Please keep in mind that TipRanks is not looking to tell you which stock to buy or sell. Rather, they look to gather all of the data available on the internet from these Wall Street analysts and other insights to help provide you with the information to make a better informed decision. So today we're going to take a look at these stocks and what is going on with them lately, along with some observations, but I am not a financial advisor and these are never a suggestion to buy or sell any specific stock. Any investment decision needs to be made based on your own research and due diligence. With that being said, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Now, unlike our other videos, I'm not going to go through question by question. Some of them were just asking for great growth stocks, other listed one stock, some had multiple. So I'm just going to go through this stock by stock, and I will have a list of all of the tickers in the description down below, as well as a timestamp if you're wanting to jump around to any specific ones. So just take a look down there. Now let's get right into this, starting off with some great growth stocks. Now for growth stocks, a great place to start is the FAANGs. So under our FAANG stock comparison, you can see them all here: Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, and Google. Strong buys, moderate buys, and coming in with upside potential from 17 up to almost 27%. But if you're looking for some maybe not as big in names, some of my favorites include CleanSpark. Now this is a clean energy company, and they did hit highs here of about $40 back in January, so we are down about 50% right now. Not only are they a clean energy company, but they're also a software company. And I just learned that this month they announced their secured contracts for additional 22,000 plus Bitcoin miners. So when we take a look at our analyst ratings here, we just have 2. They both came in with the last couple of weeks, but massive upside potential, 126% on average. Another one I like is FUBO TV. So this is a TV streaming company that mostly focuses on sports. Again, they had some big peaks back here and are trading a bit lower, but they did recently announce that they're going to be getting into online sports betting, which is a really growing sector. Right now we have 7 analyst ratings with an average upside potential of 128%, so pretty big there. Laura Martin came in with a 200% growth potential price target of $60 per share, so a ton of upside there, obviously. Another great one here is Micron. Now this is an American producer of computer memory and computer data storage, including dynamic random access memory, flash memory, and USB flash drives. They've had some great growth this past year, and analysts still expect further growth. They have 25 analyst ratings with an average upside just shy of 40%. Some of those coming in recently from 4 days ago have a nearly 60% upside. On a high end, we have 93% as well. So great ratings there. Another favorite would be General Motors. Now, they are making a huge push towards electric vehicles, and it will be a bit, but they want to have them on the road by 2023, and I think they could bring some serious competition in this arena here. Right now we have 12 analyst ratings with an average upside of 21%, some of them coming in with the last few weeks here as high as nearly 40% upside potential. And another favorite I'd like to mention is PayPal. So of course, everybody knows PayPal for all of their online shopping and payment for merchants and everything, but they are also involved in crypto, and their mobile payment app Venmo will be allowing people to use cryptocurrencies. So for the analyst ratings here, we have 33 analyst ratings with an average upside of 20. And again, looking at some of these recent ones, they get well above 30% for their average price target. So a few stocks there with some solid growth potential over this next 12 months. Now, somebody else asked what I think of OBSV and whether it'll hit their price targets by the end of 2021. So taking a look at the OBSV stock under the ticker OBSV, their average price target is $22.50, which would be an incredible 657% growth potential. Now that comes from 2 analysts here, Ram Selvaraju, who has a price target of $17, which would be 472%, and Liana Mosados, who has a $28 price target for an 842% growth potential. So obviously huge numbers there. Now, OBSV is a biopharma company, so they come with these really great price targets, but those are heavily based on specific milestones, particularly FDA approvals. So we can look to OBSV's pipeline to see what these expected milestones are in this next year. Notably, they have Yestelti with their Primrose trials, which are nearly completed phase 3. They're expecting an NDA submission here in the States in this second quarter of 2021, and an MAA, or Marketing Authorization Application, which is basically the NDA submission for the UK, expected approval in Q4 of 21. They also have their Edelweiss 3, which is a primary endpoint readout expected in the fourth quarter of 2021, and an initiation of phase 2b dose ranging study in the fourth quarter. So definitely multiple milestones expected by the end of 2021 that could help launch it towards those price targets. However, with any biopharma, it is a bit of a coin toss as to whether those FDA approvals are going to be coming out positive or not. So just always be careful with biopharmas and understand the risks involved. The next stock somebody asked about was NEO. Now, NEO saw a lot of growth here, especially back January, February. We were hitting highs up above $60. It's now cooled off to about $39. And I think, honestly, that's probably a much healthier entry price for this stock. Looking at here, we have a 9 out of 10 for an outperform. We did see some decreased hedge fund activity, about 1 million shares less in the last quarter, but we have very positive TipRanks investor sentiment, very bullish news sentiment, and bullish blogger opinions. Looking at our analyst ratings, we have 10 current ones with 7 buys and 3 holds, and an average upside potential of 51%, which would take us back to those previous highs around $60. Now, some of those came in as recent as today, with one from Morgan Stanley, $64 price target for over 60% growth. And if we take a look at the article, this one is based on their deliveries. So their report of over 7,000 unit deliveries in April keep them on track to achieve their 21,000 to 22,000 delivery target guidance in Q2. So with the recent decrease in price over these last few months, it certainly gives the stock some more room to grow, as it seems analysts think it definitely can get back to those previous highs of $60 over this next year. Next, we have Churchill Capital. Specifically, Churchill Capital 4, or CCIV. Now, this is a SPAC, or blank check company, that notably blew up back in February around the rumors that it was merging with EV company Lucid Motors, which has been confirmed, but it did get all the way up to $58 per share, and now obviously down quite a bit, trading under $20. If we go to the news section here, there's a lot of news surrounding a class action lawsuit. Now, a lot of SPACs do go through these investigations, but this one is specifically on different fraud about them hyping up the Lucid Motors thing. And nothing against Lucid Motors whatsoever. We've seen a lot of hype with a lot of SPACs lately. For this one, I think I would love to wait and see once the merger is fully completed, how the dust settles, and look long term from there. Somebody also asked about EV companies. And TipRanks actually has a stock comparison and screener right for electronic vehicle stocks here. So this will just show you a list of some of those big names out there. I like to add in our best analyst consensus and best analyst price target. On our list, we have Tesla, NIO, NIU Technologies, Nikola, Li Auto, Workhorse, and XPeng. Some of them, Tesla always has mixed analyst ratings, 15% upside potential, Li Auto coming in with an 82% upside potential, and XPeng at 57%. Now, outside of car manufacturers, we also have different charging companies like Blink Charging that comes in as a moderate buy with a 35% upside potential. We can get into more of the LiDAR stuff as we move to autonomous driving, like Velodyne LiDAR, which has a 51% upside potential from analysts. Plug Power and the charging side has almost 100%. We're at 98% upside potential from analysts. And QuantumScape, if you want to look into batteries. This comes in as a moderate buy with a 61% upside potential. So definitely a lot of upside potential across the entire sector there, but we did see that sector take a bit of a hit over these last few months as some of those maybe overvalued or highly valued companies cooled off in their prices. So that definitely leaves room for them to grow back up over this next year. Another stock mentioned was View, which is a smart glass manufacturer. Now, this isn't a stock that I am intimately familiar with. It does look like over this last year, they have seen a bit of a decrease with a big jump up here in this last week. Taking a look at our news coverage here, we do have that they were selected for use in Walmart's new home office campus. So it does say that it's going to be one of the largest installations of dynamic smart glass on a corporate campus project, and that they've reached an agreement to purchase $26 million of smart glass for use in their new home office. So that's pretty big news. And looking at our analyst ratings, we have two, the most recent coming last week, with an average upside potential of 76%. So definitely some great analyst ratings and big news with the Walmart smart glass. I'd imagine that smart glass is a growing industry too, as technology advancements are happening all the time. So interesting potential for sure. And lastly, somebody asked for my favorite index stock. And for that, I would suggest checking out VTI, which is the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. Now this one, as the name suggests, kind of gives you an exposure to the total stock market and holds some really big names like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, Facebook, Tesla, Berkshire Hathaway, on and on. So a lot of great companies in there. So that is all for our part 3 YouTube Q&A. I tried to get to as many stocks as I could for you guys. I apologize if I wasn't able to touch on them all, but I appreciate you all sending in your questions. It's been a lot of fun going through and hopefully providing you with some helpful answers. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that thumbs up button and leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Keep in mind that these videos are never a suggestion to buy or sell any specific stock and are just meant for information and entertainment purposes. Any investment decision does need to be made based on your own research and due diligence. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day and we will see you back here next time.